Hello children, how are you all doing? I believe you are all doing well. Very good. Well, I'm Miss Juliet, your RME facilitator. Before we went home, we studied a whole lot in RME. So today we are going to have some few topics as what? Revision. But before we start, we have to write our date. And today's date is our topic for the day is going to be what? A story. It's what? It's a story about the prodigal son. Before I start, who have heard the story about the prodigal son before? Yes? Oh, good. Very good. We've all done well. Now let's tackle for ourselves. Shh. Good. Now I'm going to tell you what? The story about the prodigal son. Once there was a man in the Bible. Who had two sons. One day, the younger son just walked up to the father and said, "Father, can you please divide the share of the property so that I can have my share before you die?" The father wondered why the younger one just walked up to him and said, "Father, can you divide the property and I have my share?" Then the father did as his son ordered him to do. The father divided the property into two and then gave the younger son his part of his share. And you know what happened? What the boy did with his part? Do you really want to know? Okay. This boy took all his property, and then he traveled far away from where his father was. He traveled, let's say, he went to America. He went there, then he spent all the money his father gave him. He used to buy things. He used all the money he had to buy shoes, toffees. He parties here and there with his friends. He buy drinks and other things. And you know what happened? Before this boy realized, all his money was finished. All his money was finished. And he had nothing to eat. Do you know what happened again? The place where he was, there was a famine. There was a famine. When we say famine, do you know what famine is? Famine is scarcity of food. There is nothing for this boy to eat. There was nothing there for him to lay his hands on to eat. So this boy was there wandering about. Then one day, he walked up to a certain man, and then he went and worked for this man. And you know the work he was doing over there? They used to send him to go and give food to pigs. To pigs. He do all these things, but he had nothing to eat. So one day, he said he was about to eat the pig's food. And then he realized, he said, No, the servants in my father's house are eating better what? Food. Why don't I just go back and beg my what? My father. So you know what this boy did? He went back to his father. And when he went back, the father was standing far away. The father was standing far away, but the father saw his son coming. And you know our father, they are so loving. When he saw his son, you know what he did? He just ran towards his son, and then he hugged what? He hugged him. And the father said, you were lost, and now you are what? You've been found. So do you know what the father did? The father took this boy to the house, and then told the servant to give him what? To give him a bath, and then also put the best what? Clothes on him. The servants did as the father ordered them to what? To do. They dressed this boy up. And he was very nice looking. You wouldn't even know it was this boy who had so much money, and then the money got finished and he became what? Like somebody who was what? Mad. Somebody who was mad. So they dressed this boy and they threw a very big party. A very big party for this boy. You should have seen this boy. If it were to be you, wouldn't you be happy? Oh, good. This boy became so much what? Happy. And do you know what happened to the elder brother? The elder brother was so angry. Why was he angry? Because the brother took his share of the property. He went and spent all the money. Now he's back and the father has what? Taking him what? Back again. So the boy was what? Angry. Should that be the case? No. That shouldn't be the what? The case. Your brother was lost and now he's what? He has come back. So all you have to do is have to what? Welcome him with a what? A warm welcome so that you can what? All stay what? Together once what? Again. So now you've heard the story about the what? The prodigal son. Now that is all about the what? The what? The story of the prodigal son. Now let me ask you something. What did you learn in the lesson? Like the moral lesson. What can we say about this prodigal son? Yes. Good. Very good. Now we could know that the third boy, the younger son, was what? Greedy. But usually, why was he greedy? He was greedy because he just walked up to the father and told him to what? To divide the property into two so that he can what? Take his what? His share. But that shouldn't be the what? The case at all. That's what made him what? Greedy. But we shouldn't be what? Greedy. We shouldn't be what? Greedy. And then also, there is a form of what? Reconciliation. When he went and he came back, the father was able to what? To take him back as his what? His son. The father was able to take him back as his what? His son. That made it be, that is what we call what? Reconciliation. Now, in the house, we can take this in the house. When we wrong our friends or our parents, what do we have to do? When we wrong them, what do? We have to go to them and tell them, maybe, mommy, we are what? We are sorry for what we did. You see, mommy being so loving, she will what? She will forgive you. She will what? She will forgive you. So, the moral lesson in this story about the prodigal son is that we shouldn't be what? We shouldn't be what? Greedy. We shouldn't be what? Greedy. And then also, we must always be what? Content with what we have. You know what? This brings us to the end of our what? Our story. We will meet again next time. And before I go, do stay safe. Always wash your hands with soap and clean water. And then sanitize your hands until we meet again next time. Bye bye.